Okay, we're going to be testing these water. We're going to be checking the pH level, the alkalinity, the chlorine, especially in the city water where 1 billion people live without clean water. It's very important, such as Africa, East Asia, and Latin America. And it causes health problems, and people have to walk up miles and hours just to get some clean water in some countries, which is really bad. And it could be dangerous for some people at nighttime. And also the dirty water that they collect right here, which we're going to be cleaning today, also causes problems and could make them go to the bathroom a lot because it's not cleaned enough, and it could cause them to be dehydrated. Sometimes they might have to go to the hospital, and sometimes in severe cases like Flint, Michigan or something where the water is really bad, it causes people to die because it's not sanitized. See, we're down here by our stream and by the creek, and you can see we're gonna get some water and we're gonna clean this water. This doesn't look too good looking for drinking. Here we got a sand filter. We're gonna clean this water, but first we're gonna check the pH on each one right here. Okay, right here we're testing our sink water, and we already did this one before, but we're gonna check chlorine, alkalinity, and we already tested the pH. Right here we have the well water. I'll put that down here and we'll give it a few seconds. Okay, here's well water. Chlorine is low, alkalinity is slightly high, pH is high, and the hardness is low. This is for the well water. City water, give that a few seconds. City water, low on chlorine, which I'm a little surprised they're supposed to put chlorine in the city water. You could also see the alkalinity, okay, pH is okay, hardness is kind of low. I'm also rechecked the well in the city water, and it's actually, the chlorine is good because it's kind of hard to read these white colorings on chlorine, but they're both good. I thought the city water would be higher than the well. Right here we have pool water. Give that a few seconds. Pool water, and its chlorine is good, alkalinity is good, pH is good, and the hardness is good, so the water in the pool is balanced. Ocean water, give that a few seconds. Chlorine is okay, it's normal. Alkalinity is good, normal. pH is slightly high, so that means it's slightly acidic, the ocean, and the hardness is low. And water from the stream. Chlorine is good, alkalinity is okay, pH is okay, it's good, and the hardness is low. Poland Springs, and the chlorine is okay, alkalinity is okay, pH is low, that's good, and the hardness is low. You could see it's pretty good. It's slightly green, so that means it's neutral, the Poland Springs. Okay, I got all the readings. Chlorine is normal on all of them, and that means how basic the water is. Instead of acidic, it's more basic, which is good. You want in between or slight, but our well water came out blue the other day, so it's slightly high. Well water is also medium, moderate hardness, so that's why we have the water softener, and the ocean is slightly acidic. Okay, now we're gonna clean the water with the sand filter. We got some rocks from the ground, some pebbles that goes on top, and then we add the sand. Right here we have some from the beach, the divider. You put these on all 3 cups, and they have little holes on them, so the water's gonna drip through it. The sand right in here in the second one. And that should be good enough sand. And then you take the coffee filter on the last one, right here. You crumble it up, wadded up pieces of filter paper. You put it through on this one, and then you stack them together. You put the rocks on top, the sand on the second one, and the filter paper there. And then you get this divider right here. Oh! This is from the stream right here, and we're going to pour it in here. We're going to try to clean this water. And it should drip down. You can see it's going through the pebbles, then it's going to get cleaned through the sand filter, and then through the paper filter, and you can see now it's dripping through the bottom. Right here the dirty water is sieved through the screen right over here, which holds back large impurities of the water such as branches, dead animals, leaves, rocks, or empty bottles. And then, oh, this is kind of like on the purification system at the city water, and then it goes through a settling basin where the heavy particles and sand are broken, and broken glass can sink to the bottom through the rocks. And then also this is where the bacteria gets into action They produce organic slime that can be used as a fertilizer. In addition, the dirty water is chemically treated in order to bind pollutants and other material that can be then filtered out of the water. It should be pretty clean now. It's still a little dirty, but I'm not going to drink this, of course, because this was from our well, but you can see it's much cleaner now, much clearer, it's not as dirty as before. Now we're going to try it with the ocean water right here. You're going to see if it takes out any of the salt. Hopefully it takes the salt out. And it's going down through the filter. This is the ocean water. Hopefully it takes out all the salt particles from the ocean. Also, I'm going to test it out. Also, I'm not going to drink too much because I don't want to get sick, because this is salty water and it's been through all this right here, but I'm going to test it, a little sip out of it. Oh, ugh, it's still salty.